How to use the custom menu element in Thrive Architect. Hi, my name is Robert Poole. My website is enterpriseformula.com. I provide tips and strategies to help you with your online marketing. If you find this video useful, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that I can notify you when I do further videos. For this example, I found a page that I'm going to use. You can use any page to add a menu. So the first thing that you would do is you would go over and you'd add an element. And what we're looking for is the custom menu. So you can actually just type menu here and it'll bring up that element for you. You can grab it and just drag it to the top of the page. And once you do that, you'll get the option for what type of menu you would like to build. And the two choices are the standard drop-down menu and the simple mega menu. I'm going to use the standard drop-down menu, and as you can see, I get an option to select a template when I click there. When I go inside of the menu, I have several menu templates that I can choose from. And I'm going to go ahead and just use this top template to start off. Well, all right, so we've got our menu. And the next thing we want to do is manipulate it. So I'm going to start here at the very top. As you can see, I have an option to change it from horizontal to hamburger. Right now it's in the horizontal. If I click the hamburger, what I'll get is this hamburger icon here. And you'll see how that works a little later. But right now we're going to go back to the horizontal. And while we're in there, some of the things that we can do is, if you notice, we have an option for spacing. If we go here, we can go horizontal spacing. I'm going to click in there. If I click there, now if I move this bar right along here, you'll see that that's how that works. It gives you a little spacing in between the different items. If I go vertical, if I drag this bar along, you can see that it'll kind of give you an option to make it as vertical as you like. And then you have the between option. And in here, you can manipulate what happens in between the items as far as the spacing goes there. The next thing we'll do is go down, the drop down icon. If you look right here in navigation 2, you see this little icon. It looks like a upside down triangle. If you click here, and you can change that. Let's choose chevron. If you click it, you see it changes. If you click it again, let's click it, correct. You see it changes again. So those are what the drop-down icon items do. We'll go back to the regular angle that I had it on, and we'll continue down to these menu items. Let's see what else we have as far as options. Now, it's important that you do this for each one of your menu items, because this is where you're going to manipulate what each one of them does. And the way you do that is, if you look, right now I'm in navigation 1. And what I'm going to do is, since navigation 2 already has submenus in there, and let me click and show you what I mean. You got sub 1, sub 2. Let me show you how to manipulate those. Well, one of the first things you could do is you could add a new menu item just by clicking here. If you watch the top of the menu there, when I click it, it adds a item 5 here. But we're not going to use that, so in order to get rid of it, you just simply click right in here in the remove button and it goes away. But we're going to go into navigation 2 right here, and I'm going to show you how that works. Right here you can go to this little pencil here where it says edit, and when you click in there, you can give it a name. Then the next thing you can do is decide what you want to happen when somebody clicks there. You can have it stay on the page where you say, well, no follow, or you can put an actual link in here where you want it to go. And once you do that, click apply. And as you can see, this changed to item 1, and you still got your sub levels here. Now with the sub menus, you can actually grab one, and if you wanted to, you could make it a main menu here just simply by clicking it and moving it out and giving it its own main item position. So let's take it and put it back. So we got sub navigation 1, and we put it back into item 1 here, and it goes back into the sub menu in this second layer instead of the first. Now we're going to take a look at the item styles. I was just in the menu items. Click out of that and go over to the item itself. You click in there and you get some more options here. In here you have item style, and to use the item styles you have this option here to show icon. You just click in there, and when you click that on, this item button this icon will show up, and then you can click in there and can choose any item you want for your menu. So I'll just choose one. Let's choose this lift here. Click that, then you select, and if you look up at the items now, you see that little lift icon there that has been inserted in each item. And one of your other options while you're inside of the actual menu item itself is you can change the color. You can go in here, change the color, apply, and of course all of your items in here would be red. So let's go back to the next step. Let's apply that, save the work, on to the next step. Now, the reason that it went into navigation 1 and 3 and 4 and not item 1 is because these are all grouped together, and I'll show you how that works. Now, if you notice, when I click an icon, this little green button appears. If I click on this item icon, it's red. Now, if I click over to navigation 3 and navigation 4, you can see that it's green again. Then if you click here, it's green, here it's red. If you wanted to group this item with these items, you simply can click here and now it's grouped with the rest, or you can unclick it and it's no longer grouped. You can also do that over here where it says item. If you click in here and you click top level items, now that applies to all of the items at the top of the level. These are sub-level. These are second level items, the sub-menus. When you say top level, you're only talking about the main items. But that's how you group and ungroup the different items. The next thing we're going to do, and the last and final thing, is to see how things are working out on the mobile options. So we click on the mobile, let's scroll up, and this is how it would look. There's that hamburger icon that I mentioned in the beginning. There are a few options that you have here. You can change the icon. Right now you got the hamburger icon. Right here it says menu icon. You can use the hamburger or you can do the field. When I click here, you see it fills it. I can change the colors. I can click there and I can change the color, and then I can apply it, and we could use that. Now there are other menu icons that we can use. You can use the square, you can use the circle, or you can do it with text, and you can change the color back. And those are some of the options that you have as far as the icon is concerned. You can apply that, The next thing we'll do, once you've made all of the changes that you want to make, then you simply open it. The menu state. You click open, and this is how it's going to look in mobile when somebody clicks on the menu. My goal is to provide tips and strategies to help you with your online marketing. Hopefully this video was useful to you, and if so, please click the link in the description below for Thrive Architect, for where I go to get my training, and for where I suggest a great place for you to come and get your training also. Have a nice day.